What's going on, everybody? This is Kel again, back with another sports video. Want to talk about the Cavaliers resting starters. Of course, uh, a lot was said about what the Cavaliers did in resting all three of their All Stars, LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love, in the Saturday night primetime ABC game against the Clippers last weekend. Now, the whole resting starters thing, I mean, it's uh, in my opinion, it does suck. Especially because those certain teams, those certain teams that they some certain teams, like the bottom feeders of the league. I ain't gonna say no names, but certain bottom feeders of the league. You know, that's how they sell tickets. That's how they sell tickets. When LeBron and the Cavs are coming to town, when Steph and the Warriors are coming to town, you know, that's how they sell tickets. When Russ and the Thunder are coming to town, that's how they sell tickets, man. James Harden and the Rockets, coming here. That's how they sell their tickets. They come to see the stars play. They come to see the stars play, and then you have then you out of nowhere. Oh, he's gonna rest. The coach is gonna rest this guy, and this guy. Which just so happens to be the guys that you came to see. You know, of course, we've all known about it the last 3 or 4 years because Coach Greg Popovich did it religiously, and this usually happens in a in the first or in the front or the back of a back to back, and usually there's a there's a prime time game either on one of the major leaders. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the names of them on here on one of the main NBA channels. I don't know if I'm allowed to say they're on here, but or not. But yeah, when it's a prime time game that's on that's on a major network, you know, people are pissed. People are pissed. Like it's like that. What was that? A game? It was a couple Saturdays ago. Golden State and San Antonio. Kawhi's out with a concussion. I mean, we've been looking at the nice little John promos the last all the last week. A potential Western Conference Finals matchup and all that stuff. With Kawhi and Steph and Clay and Kevin Durant. And all that stuff. And then Kawhi gets concussion, and then Steve Kerr was it the night before. That game, the game against the Warriors would be the game against the Spurs would be a back to back game because they played the previous night, and after that game, uh, Kerr says he's going to rest the starting guys. I mean, it was still an entertaining game if you want to look at the bench players, but yeah, man. I mean, I agree with what fans say as they don't like it, they don't respect it. But my thing is, when the Cavs GM says that he got a call from the NBA. Now that can only mean one thing. Reason why he gets the call is because LeBron is sitting. I think that's the only reason why he gets a call. Now, Kyrie was just coming off a knee injury. Kevin Love had just come back from his injury, and they're taking it slow with him, letting him rest every few games. So he'll be right for the playoffs. They only get a call. Cavaliers, they only get a call because of LeBron. Now everybody wants to make fun of LeBron for being the coach, the GM, the owner, and all that stuff. While still playing, they want to talk about his diva ways, always crying about fouls, always flopping, and all that stuff. But you got these guys in the league. I mean, you got the league office mad as hell that he's sitting. I just think that's funny. I mean, people was mad when LeBron is on TV, like I said, crying about fouls, flopping, crying about getting guys to play with him and all that stuff. I was saying, I don't recall, and tell me if I'm wrong. I don't recall Greg Popovich ever. I don't recall somebody coming out or a media person coming out and saying Greg Popovich received a call, or the Spurs received a call from the NBA for resting Duncan, Ginobili, and Parker on nationally televised games. I don't recall that. I didn't recall hearing Steve Kerr and them get a call about the last Saturday night game. That's what I'm saying. The Cavs GM came out and said that he received a call from the NBA office. I was saying, why? It's because LeBron. LeBron is still the face of the league. And best player, he's at the end of his career. Kawhi's coming on. A lot of people saying Kawhi's not the best two-way player in the game now. It is what it is. But LeBron still sells merchandise. So LeBron's still the best player in the world. LeBron still runs the NBA. For better for worse. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just think the GM gets that call because LeBron is sitting, and I mean LeBron's what, 31, 32, whatever. He's the second most minutes. He's averaging the second most minutes in the NBA. I mean, Love has missed time. JR's missed time. Kyrie has missed time since not this year, but I think the last couple of years since LeBron's been back. A lot has been put on LeBron's plate. Now, I mean, that's a credit to LeBron because he's never had a major injury that has kept him out any amount of time. Knock on wood. But I guess that's what a lot of people are saying. LeBron's never had a major injury. Why is he resting? And all that stuff. It's always just treatment, that treatment toward LeBron and all that stuff. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like I said, Popovich, was winning titles like that. And I'm not necessarily saying Cleveland's going to win a title this year, but they can, with their stars or star, of being rested when playoff time comes. That's all I'm saying. But let me know what y'all think about that, man. Do you like NBA stars resting for nationally televised games? I don't, but in the long run, I see why they do it. Let me know what you think. If you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.